I lived in a city bustling with life. The streets were always filled with people from all walks of life, each with their own stories and dreams. The air was thick with the scent of spices and the sound of merchants calling out their wares. It was a place where every corner held a new adventure and every face had a story to tell. It was a crossroads on the Silk Road, a place where East met West. Caravans laden with silk, spices, and precious gems would pass through, bringing with them the mysteries and wonders of distant lands. The city was a melting pot of cultures, languages, and traditions, each adding to the rich tapestry of life. Merchants from distant lands filled the markets. They came from places I had only heard of in stories, their goods as exotic as their accents. There were silks from China, spices from India, and gold from Africa. Each item told a story of its own, a tale of a journey across deserts, mountains, and seas. They brought stories of faraway places, tales of kingdoms ruled by wise and just kings, of cities made of gold, and of creatures that defied imagination. These stories were my window to the world beyond, a world I longed to see with my own eyes. I loved to listen to these tales. Each story was a new adventure, a new world to explore. I would sit for hours hanging on every word, my imagination running wild with images of distant lands and incredible adventures. I dreamed of seeing the world beyond my city walls. I imagined myself as a great explorer traveling to the ends of the earth, discovering new lands and new peoples. The world was a vast, mysterious place, and I wanted to see it all.
Marco imagined majestic mountains piercing the clouds. He saw himself climbing to the highest peaks, looking out over the world from above. The mountains were a symbol of the challenges he would face and the heights he would reach. He pictured sparkling oceans stretching to the horizon. The sea was a vast, uncharted territory full of mysteries and dangers, but it was also a path to new lands, new adventures, and new discoveries. He yearned to experience the world's wonders firsthand. The stories he had heard were not enough. He wanted to see, touch, and feel the world for himself. He wanted to stand in the places he had only dreamed of, to meet the people he had only heard about. Marco knew he was destined for adventure. He felt it in his bones, a burning desire to explore, to discover, to see the world. He was ready to leave the safety of his home, to face the unknown, and to find his place in the world.
Ah, young Marco, you have the heart of an explorer. The wise merchant's words echoed in his mind. They were a validation of his dreams, a confirmation that he was meant for something greater. The world is vast and full of wonders just waiting for you to discover. The merchant's words were a promise, a challenge, and an invitation all at once. They filled Marco with a sense of purpose and excitement.
And so Marco's heart burned with a desire to explore, knowing that one day his dreams would lead him beyond the city walls. He was ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime, to turn his dreams into reality, and to discover the wonders of the world, knowing that one day his dreams would lead him beyond the city walls. The world was waiting for him, and he was ready to answer its call. Marco's journey was just beginning, and the adventures that awaited him were beyond his wildest dreams. One day a whisper swept through the city. It was a whisper that carried with it the promise of adventure, the allure of the unknown, and the excitement of discovery. The streets buzzed with anticipation as the news spread like wildfire. A famous explorer had arrived. His name was Polo, Marco Polo, the man whose tales of distant lands and exotic cultures had captivated the imaginations of many. He was a figure of legend, a man who had seen the world in ways few could even dream of. He had journeyed to the grand court of Kublai Khan, the great Mongol ruler. His travels had taken him across vast deserts, over towering mountain ranges, and through bustling cities. Each step of his journey was filled with peril and wonder.
I had heard whispers of this great Khan. Stories of his immense power and the grandeur of his court had reached even the farthest corners of the world. He ruled over a land even more vast than I could imagine, a kingdom so expansive that it seemed to stretch beyond the horizon, filled with riches and wonders beyond belief.
Polo spoke of his adventures in a grand hall. He described shimmering deserts that seemed to glow under the sun, their golden sands stretching endlessly. He told of treacherous mountain passes where the air was thin and the paths were narrow, where one misstep could mean certain doom. He spoke of magnificent palaces adorned with jewels and gold, and of exotic animals that roamed the lands, creatures that seemed almost mythical in their beauty and rarity.
The world is filled with wonders, young Marco, wonders that you cannot even begin to imagine. Each corner of the earth holds secrets waiting to be discovered. I have seen deserts that shimmer like gold, their sands sparkling as if sprinkled with stardust, and mountains that touch the heavens, their peaks piercing the sky, standing as silent sentinels of the earth.
I was captivated. Every word he spoke painted a vivid picture in my mind, a tapestry of adventure and discovery.
Marco's eyes were wide with awe, his imagination running wild with the possibilities of what lay beyond the familiar, his heart pounding with excitement. The tales of Polo ignited a fire within him, a burning desire to see the world for himself. He knew he had to speak to Polo. He had to learn more, to hear every detail of the adventures that had shaped this legendary explorer. The arrival of Polo was not just the arrival of a man, but the arrival of inspiration, of dreams waiting to be chased. After Polo's inspiring talk, Marco worked up his courage, feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension. He knew this was a pivotal moment in his life. He approached the seasoned explorer, his heart pounding with nervous excitement. Every step he took felt like a leap into a new world.
Sir Polo, I have admired your travels for so long. Your stories of distant lands and incredible adventures have always fascinated me. I have a burning desire to explore the world like you. I want to see the places you've seen, experience the cultures you've experienced, and learn from the challenges you've faced. Would you take me as your apprentice? I am eager to learn and ready to work hard. I believe I can contribute to your expeditions and grow under your mentorship.
Polo saw a spark in Marco's eyes, a reflection of his own youthful enthusiasm. He remembered the days when he too was driven by an insatiable curiosity. He recognized the thirst for knowledge, the courage to face the unknown, and the determination to overcome any obstacle. These were the qualities that made a great explorer.
I see the fire of adventure in you, young Marco. Your passion and determination remind me of myself when I was your age. Yes, I will take you under my wing. Together, we will explore the unknown and uncover the secrets of the world. Our journey will soon begin. Prepare yourself for an adventure filled with challenges, discoveries, and unforgettable experiences.
And so, a partnership was forged. This was not just a mentor and apprentice relationship, but a bond that would be tested and strengthened through their shared experiences. Marco and Polo would embark on a journey that would change their lives forever. They would face countless challenges, discover new lands, and create a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. Their first challenge was the desert.
I learned to read the stars.
Remember, Marco, the value of water and the importance of our camels.
Marco faced his fears.
I felt myself growing stronger, more resilient.
Marco's journey had only just begun, but already he was becoming the explorer he had always dreamed of being. After the scorching desert, they faced towering mountains. The air grew thin and cold, and the paths were treacherous.
I learned the importance of sure-footedness. I helped care for our animals, feeling the biting wind chill me to the bone.
He marveled at the snow-capped peaks, witnessing nature's raw power. Marco felt humbled by the immensity of the mountains.
Marco, you have persevered. You have adapted to this new and challenging environment.
And so they continued their journey, ever pushing forward. Their journey continued across vast oceans. Marco had only seen the sea in his dreams, but now he experienced its immensity firsthand.
I learned to navigate by the stars. I felt the rocking of the ship beneath me and tasted the salt spray on my lips.
He saw creatures he had only imagined. Flying fish skimmed the waves and giant whales breached the surface.
Marco, your world is expanding beyond anything you could have dreamed. The ocean, once a mystery, is now a part of your life.
With each new experience, Marco's journey brought him closer to understanding the vastness and wonder of the world. Along their journey, Marco encountered diverse cultures. Marco, S1, I met nomadic tribes in the desert, Polo S2, we interacted with traders in bustling cities. Chinese Noble S4, and you saw the splendor of the Khan's court. Marco learned new languages. Marco S1, I tasted exotic foods. Chinese Noble S4, you observed different customs and traditions. Marco learned to appreciate the beauty of different cultures. Marco S1, I understood that despite our differences, people share common bonds. He embraced the richness and diversity of the world. Years passed. Marco grew into a man. Marco S1. I became known for my own incredible journeys. He returned to his city. Marco S1. I shared my tales of adventure. People were amazed by his stories. Marco S1. My book, The Travels of Marco Polo, became famous. It inspired others to explore the world. Marco S1. My experiences showed the power of curiosity. He proved that courage could open doors to new experiences. Marco's story is a timeless one. It reminds us that the world is full of wonders. It encourages us to step outside our comfort zones. It inspires us to embrace the unknown. Marco's legacy is a reminder that exploration is not just about distance, it's about opening our minds, it's about connecting with different cultures, it's about understanding the world around us. Today, we can follow in Marco's footsteps. We can explore new places, we can learn about different cultures, we can embrace the spirit of adventure. Marco S1. Marco's story reminds us that the world is a book. If we don't explore it, we only read one page. Marco S1. Let us be inspired by Marco Polo. Marco S1. Let us be curious. Marco S1. Let us be courageous. Let us explore the world and all its wonders.